guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and today I wanted to share something that I did to organize my spices. Now, I buy a lot of spices, and usually I will buy spices in pretty big containers. And what I was finding is I had so many spices that when I went to get one particular one, I would have to rummage through, and I would have to pull each jar out of a drawer, or I would have to get everything down. And let me explain too that I am visually impaired, and so it was so frustrating because I would have to pull each one and hold it in front of my face, you know, to read it. And I thought I would share this with you guys because I know that some people, you know, as you get older, your eyesight gets worse, and I just thought I would share with you guys also how I recycled and how I did my spices, and I have been loving this. Now, I will tell you, I wanted to shoot this video a couple months ago, but my label maker, which is right here, I ran out of the cartridge in the back, you know, the labels, and I could not find them. Walmart did not have any, and usually you can get 2 cartridges for like $6 or $7, and what I was finding was 1 cartridge for twice as much as that, and I didn't want to purchase that. So I did finally find them, or I would have had this video out a while. So I've had this here spice organization, I guess you could say, in place for a while now, and I'm loving it. And what's awesome is if I want to add to this, I can add to it. But what I decided to do is in my top drawer, I have a chest of drawers. If you all are familiar with my videos, you've seen it several times. I have a chest of drawers that I keep in my kitchen on one end, and I keep all of my baking supplies in it. Now, there are some seasonings that I do not use weekly when I cook, but there are those seasonings that I utilize and use on a regular basis, and those were the ones that I wanted to have out on a shelf that I could get to very easily and find. But like, you know, like pumpkin spice, allspice, you know, just things like that that I don't use all the time, those are still in the drawer. I didn't worry about keeping those out all the time because I don't use them all the time. So I don't know if you recognize these containers, but these are Starbucks drinks that my son had been buying, and he was leaving these jars, you know, and I thought, what, man, these jars are really nice. I wish I could figure out a way to use them. Now, there's one that's bigger than this. I don't know what the ounces is, but this is the smaller ones. They fit perfect on my can shelf. On the bottom shelf is where I'm keeping these, and it goes straight across. It all looks uniformed. I love the way it looks. The only reason why I'm not showing them on the, and I'll try to insert a photo if I remember to, but the reason why I'm not filming in that section of my house is because it is storming its butt off today, and it's super dark in here. So I'm having to film here at my kitchen table for y'all. So I just brought all my jars over here and set them on a table so I could show you guys. So I labeled each one of them obviously in very mega large print so that it was very easy for me to see. You certainly don't have to do that, but like in my situation, everything has a large print label on it, I'm telling you. I took, of course, getting the labels off of these little containers, you know, the original Starbucks label was a huge pain. It was very hard to get off. So I ran them through the dishwasher. I soaked them in alcohol and water. I did an SOS pad to get the rest of it off, but finally, after a lot of elbow grease, I did finally get them off. But I really wanted to use these because of their height and size. It was so perfect for the shelf that I had. I mean, I'm giving you guys a general idea, but you guys might want different jars. I know I've seen spice jars that you can buy from Bath and Body Works. The problem with that is I felt they were a little too costly. Now, for someone else, might think that they're very reasonable. Now, Walmart has some spice jars I looked at as well, but a lot of them are really fat and they're not as skinny as these, and I could get several of these jars as opposed to the spice jars that I saw. Dollar Tree even had some options as well that I considered, but I just decided to go with this for the time being because I felt like I could use these, and they're always available to me, and I didn't buy them, my son did. He's drinking these drinks for breakfast, and I'm just, instead of him throwing away the glass jar, I'm taking it. So that was a win-win for me. I did paint the lids black with just a black regular acrylic paint, and I love the way this came out because it's all very uniform, it's all very clean looking. And now for the spices that I do buy, if I want to buy them from Costco, which this is kind of like a futural next year kind of goal, I'd really like to buy better spices than what I'm buying. I think my food will be more flavorful, and I don't know, maybe I'm being overly picky, I might be, but what I'd like to do is be able to buy the big giant containers from Costco, save money as well, fill these up and put whatever's remaining in those large somewhere else, like in an underneath cabinet or something like that, and just keep filling these up as I need them. So that is kind of a tip that I wanted to share with you guys, of something that I did to organize my spices here in the house. I am loving this idea. I'm so proud that I just thought outside the box. I thought inexpensively, and this is working so fantastic for me and my kids and my husband. I absolutely love this. Well, anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope this video finds you all doing well, and I will be talking to you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Okay, for what it's worth, I thought I would add this into the video. This is my can shelf. You guys are familiar with it. It's at one end of my kitchen, and on the bottom here, you can see that those jars just fit perfectly all the way across that bottom shelf, and I do apologize.